Yeah, just writing the Soulless Humans, Soulless Anthropoids, Not Humans book, and again, got some spiritless human fucking mimicking my energy on the inside. Like I'm typing in a like automatic typing sort of style, so I got real high energy. The light body is just like fully on, and it's like if I have a sore neck, she'll have a sore neck. So this is how you can telepathically control NPCs, right? That's Jedi mind tricks. If I wanted, I can make her finger sore by making my finger sore. And stuff like that. Anyway, that's going to be a completely different video. This video I wanted to talk about how, like, when she's mimicking me, everything. Like I had a heart pain a bit because I was slumping a little bit after, half an hour of typing. She'd be stretching back like she's got crazy heart pain. And I didn't stretch just to see. I kept the pain there. And I know it's true because I've done this so many times. I just wanted to see it again. It's funny. It's amusing. I end up laughing when I fucking walk out, just looking at her and laughing and saying joke. But, yeah, the main thing I was thinking and why I'm making this video is because they haven't evolved. I was thinking like, man, this happened how long ago? Like at university, at fucking 2010, so 14 years ago I noticed this. It's 14 years and they haven't evolved for shit. You know what I mean? They still do the fucking mimicking, they still do all the worldly pleasure shit. They are not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere, right? It's funny. And I was thinking, man, we are really speeding ahead here to the point that they can't even fucking understand what we're saying, what we're talking about. You'll see in Soulless Anthropoids book, there's this part where this guy called Keith Emerson's saying, oh, it looks like an elitist spiritual theory, it's going to create conflict, this, that, and the other. I shut him down with a nice comment, but the point was, like, he just wants to be at peace, right? He doesn't want to fucking think complex thoughts, and he even says that in the thing, in his little rant, right? And so I'm just thinking, yeah, like, we're just speeding ahead, man, and these people are just like staying the same, like in monkey body reality, you know what I mean? They can't even fucking understand what we're talking about, bro. Like he's saying, for instance, this dude in the book, he's like not understanding the theory at all, and I'm just thinking to myself, that's hilarious because there's quite a lot of stuff written about it. You can go out there and read about it and understand it. Instead, he was on like a Facebook post, because this book's partially made from a note that I made like long ago in like 2014 when I was back on Facebook and stuff. So he was commenting on a post back then. I used to have to put up with so many comments on Facebook. It seems on YouTube I put up with a little bit less comments because, I don't know, maybe I've gotten that much better. I think. Yeah, but it's interesting because they're fully not evolving, right? They can't even fucking understand what we're talking about. Like, they'll just dismiss it and call it crazy and all this stuff, and like there's no science behind it and all this, when they have not even correlated any of it, because there is science behind it. That's why I always bring up Stuart Hameroff. He's a scientist from Consciousness Institute, right? Co-director there. And he made a theory of soul being at the microtubular level, which is under the neuronal level. So you can think, you're starting to get into the quantum area there. Quantum information exchange, which, that's way beyond the scope of explanation on this video. But you get what I mean? There is science behind it. And I was just thinking, like, man, these people are so fucking far behind. They just want to be in peace. They just want to be the inhuman. They just want to grow a fat gut. They don't want to go to the gym, exercise their mental rigor on reality. They just want to be in reality. You know what I mean? They're just here. You know what I mean? They're just here simulating in the simulation. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you, even though I don't know you, so it may not be nice to meet you. I may end up regretting my non-thought out thought. That's how people are horizontal. You see what I'm saying? That's what these people are like. They go around horizontally all day. I'll say it again, it's a good example. Hi, nice to meet you. Because that's the general thing you say to people, right? It's called a social norm. Hi, nice to meet you. However, it may not be nice to meet that person. What if they end up fucking up your day? You see what I'm saying? Like, these people don't even exist. They're not even in there. That wasn't them talking. That was the societal programming. Should do, should say. See what I'm saying? Like, this shit is so hilarious, man. They don't even fucking exist, and they can't see how they don't exist because they look at their hand and say, oh, look, I exist. Because they're spiritless humans. It's called the mental spirit light body. You know what I mean? Because they're spiritless humans, bro. They don't know what a mind is. Right? So when they spurt off things that other people fucking say, they think they're saying it. Which is weird, because they didn't make it up, so you're not fucking saying it. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't know, man. Like, I was just sitting there being mimicked by that girl energetic mimicking, right? Which was the first thing that I wrote a note called Takers and Reflector Mimics in like 2013. That was the first thing that ticked me off to all this stuff about spiritless humans and organic portals. Right, that was the first thing I noticed before I read anything about it, and then years later, or actually within a year, sorry, I came across the Veil of Reality organic portal article, and then I think a few months later Montauk, Tom from montauk.net. So yeah, and his articles. So yeah, it was the first thing I noticed. It was the thing that ticked me off. I was like, why are these people fucking mimicking me? Because it was very obvious they're mimicking me energetically. What is happening is they are sinking to my state. It's very fucking simple. Oh, look what colour's coming. It's very fucking simple. They're sinking to my state. It's an energy state that they're sinking to. I started to notice this. Right? And then we have science. We have science now that brain syncing and heart syncing occurs. Right? And groupthink science is real. So these people, man, like saying all this stuff is, there's no science behind it. It's funny. Because there is. They just don't know where to look. Because they don't have their own fucking mind, man. They don't have a mind. That's the spirit mental light body. They don't have that. They're just this physical, gross electronic light, right? It's the outer, it's the Higgs field. The Higgs bosons and morons. Right? It's not the quantum underlayer. The fields are separate and different. And that's science. I got that from fucking science, man. I didn't make that shit up. Man. So yeah, I just wanted to say it's funny because, like, I don't know what I'm going to call this. Unevolving Apes? Organic portals, unevolving apes. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that. And this is such a simple video. It's no skin off my back. Yeah, man, I've found the pictures for the Soulless Anthropoids book, by the way. Yeah, it's going to be monkeys. That's right. You're going to love it. I'm actually, it's not my own creation, but I don't think the person that I'm getting it off will care at all, because actually they're a seer. It's very interesting, very interesting. I'll probably give him credit, but I don't know, maybe not. It's just I'm going to take a screenshot of a video where someone made an edit, and then we're going to enhance the photo. Anyway, for the book, Soulless Anthropoids, this is such a perfect, like, I just thought, oh, this is perfect, got to do it. Got it, because I need a cover from somewhere, you know, some sort of cover that's apt for the title. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, oh yeah, I better finish this, actually, I better finish this fucking talk. So, you know, I'm talking about them being unevolving apes and stuff, right? So, you know how we're creating a new world, like, it is actually coming. But it is such a long process that it's, you know, it's millennial creation. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take like a whole millennium. You know what I mean? It can take 1,000 years. It's part of bigger cycles, not just Age of Aquarius or 26,000 year cycles like that. precession of equinox stuff and all that. It's even part of bigger cycles like universe 2 moving from reaction to creation. So pre-2012 was little slime molds, little viruses, DNA exchanges, reaction mechanics. And now we're heading post-2012 where we have concressed to be in the God's image as like the spirited man God, right, who can think and create, right, spin out creation. This is universe 2 now of creation. We're not just in reaction, we're overcoming reaction. Like if someone says something to me that offends me, I'm capable of overcoming that, right, mentally, myself. Do you see what I'm saying? So we're moving from reaction to creation. It's like a meta simulacrum universal upgrade. So yeah, not just all the stuff about, you know, precession of precession of equinox and stuff. That's only like 26,000 years. That's nothing. So yeah, we have to keep this in mind, and you know, I especially, because I've had such a hard time. They say the harder the time you have, the higher you're going, by the way. Someone said that to me once. Thanks to that person who said that, because I remember crying about that. I was like, yeah, that's true. I had a big meditation on that once. Someone said to me, Ben, I see your path, and you have a really difficult time because you're going to go the highest. That's what they said to me. I can't remember who it was. I think it was one of the girls from the original consciousazine.net website. And I was like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, non-arrogantly, you know what I mean? I was seeing the resistance. The theory is that the more resistance there is, the further you're going, actually. Or you could say higher. So yeah, I just found that pretty fucking interesting, you know, that they're still unevolved. Like, they've budged zero. They think 2012 was nothing. You know what I mean? They don't get it, because they were watching for the movies, like, what's Hollywood say? Oh, there's going to be a big flood. That's 2012 and destruction of society. Like, that is how puny and imbecile, like, these people are. You know what I mean? What a low level, right? It's hilarious. So yeah, 2012 definitely happened. Everything is well underway, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I've had such a hard time. It's hard for me to like want to believe it, but yeah, I have to start fucking seeing it. You know what I mean? Because it is true. Like, we are moving, and they are not. Therefore, you know, the creation is in action. It is occurring. We are creating the new world. It's just a mammoth task. You know what I mean? And there's not that many of us either. But we're laying the foundations. The philosophy that I'm laying down now, people like Stuart Hameroff and his theory of the soul at microtubular level, people like us, like the way showers, like, we're laying down the philosophy that will you know, be around for thousands of years to create physical stuff. Like, in 1,000 years, they're going to refer to people like us, because there's nothing else to refer to. Since not being taught in the school system, you know what I mean? There's no one else out here. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, man. These apes, just like, I don't know, just wanted to put that all together for you guys. Hope it helps.